So hello my friends, Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. In today's video I want to do a vlog test example and some test footage that you can expect out of the Fujifilm X-T200, which I have right here. In this particular vlog test, you're going to see me walking outside, overcast day, 60 degrees outside, about midday, maybe 1 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. And you're going to see me using this camera in a vlog example. I do mount this camera to the Sony hand grip that comes with the ZV-1 as an extra bundled purchase, which is basically a vlogging accessory grip that connects via Bluetooth. Wasn't using any of the Bluetooth functionality as this is a totally different camera system, but I did connect it to that, and I was using this Fujifilm 16mm f2.8 lens, which I've done a review on if you'd like to check that out. But long story short, the 16mm f2.8 is not a lens I would recommend for vlogging. This just happened to be the lens that I was carrying as we were going out and we're doing some drone footage, and I kind of figured that the lighting was good. There wasn't a lot of noise from other people and background noise, so I kind of figured it'd be a good example for us to demonstrate a vlog example of the X-T200 and also what the built-in microphone on this camera can provide. I didn't use the lav system that I normally bring, which is the Ceremonic Blink 500. I did not bring that with our shoot just because we were flying the DJI Mavic and we were doing tests specifically for that. So I didn't think to bring the lavalier, so I was using the built-in microphones on this camera. I do want to say it was a very windy day, so you're going to definitely hear some wind in this particular clip. I've done my best in post-processing to apply a high cut filter to reduce some of that wind noise. But again, I am using the built-in microphone on this camera. So this is the audio quality you can expect if it's just a normal day and there's 5, 6, 7, 8 mile per hour winds. This is just what you can expect. So unless you can do some post-processing, just know that you're going to have some issues with wind noise. But outside of that, I was shooting in 1080p, 24 frames per second. My camera settings are ISO 400, which is the lowest you can go when shooting video with the X-T200. My aperture was f4.0 and my shutter was 1/200th of a second. I would have preferred a slower shutter, but with an ISO of 400, there's only so much I can do there. I have to use a faster shutter to make sure I get the exposure somewhere close to being properly exposed. Another note that you may want to know is that I am using the digital image stabilization, which does apply a small crop into the frame, but the stabilization does work incredibly well. So I would recommend it even if you have this particular lens, which I would not recommend for vlogging because it's just not wide enough, and secondly it doesn't have stabilization, but I would definitely still recommend that you use the electronic stabilization. It works incredibly well despite that crop. It's incredibly impressive for what it's doing. So without stabilization on this at all, the vlog test would probably have not been successful. So definitely encourage that you put that feature on and enable it if your lens does not have optical stabilization like the 16 f2.8. Now, if I was using a 10-24 f4 OIS RWR lens, then that lens would have been a better choice because it already has stabilization, and I've done some future tests with that particular lens, and that lens does work very well for vlogging. So that would be the better combination, but that lens is $1,000. So keep that in mind. It's going to get kind of pricey very, very fast to get that particular lens. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this particular clip. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the description down below. Now with the Fujifilm 16mm lens, I'm also using the Sony grip on this particular camera just to give me a little bit of extra reach. This is a 24mm equivalent lens, which is kind of pushing it a little bit close on this particular camera. And you'll see me sporadically just changing my angle of view here and looking. I'm as far back as I could possibly put my hands right now without dropping this camera. But listen to the natural wind noise. I'm using the internal microphones right now. I don't have a lavalier. I'm using the internal microphones right now. I don't have a lavalier set up or anything like that. I'm just using the internal microphones. We'll kind of pan over here to some of the scenery as well. I'll kind of just continue walking up this road. And you'll see the face and eye detection is on. Digital gimbal is on. I'm shooting in 1080p right now. I'm not going to be doing 4K for this particular test, just because it's going to be a lot of file size. But don't look at the resolution in detail. Focus on the focusing on this camera as I move along. Also focusing on the stabilization as well and the built-in microphones. As I get closer to the microphones here, you'll be able to hear what it sounds like. There's a car coming by. But yeah, there's a car just driving by and another car driving by as well. But that is what the internal audio, internal microphones on the X-T200 sounds like. Now in terms of camera settings, again, I'm shooting in 1080p, 24 frames per second, and aperture is f4.0. The shutter is 200, ISO 400, which is the lowest ISO that I can set this camera at. So we're gonna have that, and there's another car coming by as well. I'm trying to put myself a little bit better into the frame here, and I'll continue walking as well. Let's see what the backlight is doing, but it's not in the fully automatic mode. I'm having a hard time kind of keeping my head in the frame. This is a very, it's a very tight lens, so I wouldn't recommend using this for vlogging unless you had a very long grip. But otherwise, it's an okay lens. This is a wide-angle lens for mostly for landscapes, architectural work, maybe street photography. But I wouldn't recommend this particular lens for vlogging. It's a little bit too close. This is I'm putting my hands really far out there, so. But you can see what the exposure looks like. You can see the face and eye detection at f4.0. You can hear what the built-in microphones are going to pick up, and I'm doing my best here to keep that nice and stable. There's a car coming, so I'm going to get off the road here, and then we'll do like a quick pan over into this area as well. So we'll do that. Like a quick pan. See some vehicles coming by, which is cool. All right, I'm going to continue walking here. Looking good. But we're out here just doing kind of a hike. PhotopX is getting some exercise. We're doing some drone shots as well. We will post some footage of that if you'd like to see what the DJI Mini 2 drone is going to be able to pick up in an outdoor, overcast, 60-degree kind of day. Very, very cloudy day actually today, which is great from a lighting standpoint if you're going to be doing these kind of videos. But my co-pilot's over here. May or may not include him in the vlog video if he wants to show his face. No, you don't want to be in the video? I'm good. You're good? Okay. Well, that's fine. So I guess you guys won't see him. Unfortunately, it'll just be Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. But this is not a one-man band, guys. So I hope this vlogging video is, it's been insightful so far. So there you have it, my friends. There is a vlog example of the quality in audio that you can expect from the Fujifilm X-T200. Again, I was not using a lavalier setup that I'm using now in studio, which is the Ceremonic Blink 500. Did not use that, so I was just using the built-in microphones on this camera. So I apologize for any wind noise that was there, but hopefully you got a better idea of what the camera can do when you're using continuous face and eye detection and you're recording outside using a maybe about this distance here, maybe 3 feet away, using a vlogging grip as well, so 3.5, 4 feet away, using the 16mm f2.8 lens that I have on attached right now. But outside of that, you can see how the camera is autofocusing, you can see how the digital stabilization is working, and you can get a better idea of what the footage will actually look like when you're vlogging with this particular camera. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or feel like I've overlooked something over the course of this video, please let me know down below. Also, while you're down in the description box down below, we've launched a new brand called pxpresets.com. PX Presets is going to be your next one and only stop for Lightroom presets until we launch Photoshop and other platform presets. But here you can find both desktop and mobile presets to get you started in a variety of different mediums more powerfully and upgrade your imaging and take your images to the next level. That link to pxpresets.com will be in the description box down below. Please check that out if you're in the market for some exciting Lightroom presets. But until next time, my friends, I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. I will see you in the next video.